Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Philosopher here, making one of my talking videos again. I promise to make some more of these, so I will. Me just talking about stuff and whatnot. So let's get to it. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about people and politics and things like that. You know, we all know that right now there's something going on in Ukraine. Maybe I should take my glasses off. We all right now know that there's something going on in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, and people say, you know, America's involved and all this stuff, and the European Union. We all know that. But basically, all I want to say in this video is that you shouldn't let that affect your relationships with people from those countries. And when you meet a person from one of those countries, it's actually best to avoid the topic. So let's say if you're a Russian person and you don't like America's role in this situation, well, that doesn't mean you shouldn't hate American people, or you should not like American people. You know, American people don't control what's happening there. The government does. But the people don't. Same thing in Russia. If you don't like if you're Ukrainian and you don't like what the Russian military is doing, that's not because of the Russian people generally. It's because of the government. The Russian people don't have much control over that. They don't have the control. So basically all I'm saying is no matter what you're hearing about a country and what their politics are and what their military is doing, that's not because of the people. The people are still people that you can talk to, you can be friends with, you could get married with, all of that kind of great stuff, you know. It's just disheartening sometimes when I see people writing things like Russians are evil because of this. It's not Russians, like they have no control over it. You know, there's kids in Russia too. You think they're to blame? They don't even know what's going on. So it's not the people, it's the politics. We have to learn to separate the people from the politics. Now I'm speaking basic English. I'm sure anyone who's on my channel can understand this. So I guess I'm gonna call I'm gonna call this video maybe people versus politics. You know, you have to learn to separate the two. Now, as of me, I've always wanted to go to Ukraine. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows I've always wanted to go to Ukraine. It was the country I've always wanted to visit for the past 10 years. It's been my dream to visit Ukraine, you know, meet my friends who I knew in America first, because I knew a lot of people from Ukraine who are in Ukraine now, and some of them are still here. Yeah, some of them are still here in New York, but I've known a lot of Ukrainian people over my years, and I'd love to go see them. I'd love to see their neighborhoods and all that stuff. But right now, it isn't a good time for me to go there because it's a little hostile. I probably will go later. But even though all this is going on, I don't have a problem with Russian people, and now I don't have a problem with Ukrainian people. It's just not a good idea for me to go there. And a lot of people from our countries are getting upset with the other country's president or the other country's military. Well, that's different, and that's more understandable. But when it comes to the people, you should keep it completely separated from the politics, okay? And that's all I really want to say to you people. You know, that's one problem we have here in the world. One problem we actually have is we're not that open-minded. We don't try to see things from other people's perspectives. You know, we don't try to understand other people. We're just, our side is right, our side is right, and it's a problem. The fact that we always think our side is right basically just shows that everybody's wrong. Most likely everybody's wrong. If every side's saying they're right, what does that mean? Most likely that everyone's wrong. Most likely. Because sure, there could be one side that's right. There could be. But if other sides are saying they're right, how are you going to know the full truth? What, you're going to watch the news? We all know the news in our country show us what they want to show us. Or they show us what they want us to think. That's what every country does. Every country does it. I don't care where you're from. Every country does it. So you think you know what's going on, but all you really know from watching the news is your country's side of it. That's all you know. Not what's actually happening. You know your country's side of it. And a lot of people cling on to that. Like, this is the truth. We're definitely right. This is the truth. No. When it comes to the news, they're telling you what they want you to know about them. Now, I've been on the news a lot of times in Russia. Half of them were good and honest, the other half was bad, you know. Half of them were good. They just said while I was there, they said I'm an interesting black guy from America who's interested in Russian and Ukrainian culture. Yes, that's very true. Then there's other things they say on the news, like, what was one crazy one? That I was against the Russian government and all this crazy stuff that I've never said. And what's funny about me is I'm a YouTuber. Anything I say, there should be a video for it, because I say everything that's on my mind. I have 4 channels. Anything I say, you should be able to find it. If you can't find it, I didn't say it. They're lying. Okay, just remember that. If there's anything anyone ever says I said, where's the video? Because I always say what's on my mind. And that's basically it, okay? And I'm out, people. We should love each other. You know, if we loved each other a little more as people, maybe the government will start noticing that. And maybe one day we won't really need visas to see each other. We could just see each other. Imagine that. No visas. Just go. So let's start loving. Let's start being nice. Let's start asking our governments to be nicer to each other. And maybe the world will be a little better and we can travel wherever we want and live wherever we want. Imagine that. That's basically it, people. I'm out. Later.